So Mike needs a bougie house. There's a lot of bougie houses in Atlanta. Oh, are you gonna move? Are you gonna move close to the boys when you move to Vegas? Get one of them big old houses next to the boys. I heard where Brody moved there. I guess they just move homes all the time. I don't know. So what are y'all working on? You guys have any projects you're working on? Michelle, besides what you're doing with Donna, are you doing any quilts?
I finished my last one for Christmas, and I think the next thing I'll do is maybe work on making another apron and doing a video on that. It'll be multiple videos.
An apron?
Yes.
Are you going to do it with the little clasp where you can make it shorter? And no, it's just going to be.
It's going to be the type that crosses over in the back.
Oh, okay.
Like the old farmhouse or farmers, Japanese, whatever, that, you know, it crosses in the back.
I want to learn how to make that. So yes, I'm all in for that. You know, Little House, that girl, Melissa Gilbert, has that line now. They have that company and they do all the old prairie style aprons. And I think it's cute. I want one.
Yeah, it's not hard. Because of my size, I had to buy one pattern that was large enough, but then I follow another pattern because I like the way it's put together better, so it can be reversible.
That's what I want. I want to learn how to make aprons because I made this watermelon apron way back when. I wanted to just wear aprons every time I do a live or something. I'm just going to wear aprons, and so I want to learn a good one, ones that are cute, you know, not. And one that hides all of this. It needs to hide it all.
Now, I have made the half aprons. I've made like a utility type apron for my daughter, which was like half. I've made the full aprons where a button's in the back. I've made the one where it crosses in the back.
Did her prairie line come out yet?
No, it's supposed to be next month.
Okay. Yes, I want. Okay, so Michelle, I'm going to be watching you for that apron pattern because I want to. So we've got Michelle for the aprons. We got Deb for the handbag. You're instantly obsessed with what? With what? The apron? The what? The what? I'm missing the conversations here. Yeah, aprons are easy, but I want an old time apron. I want one something that reminds me of my grandmother. She always had an apron on. Laura Ingalls, yeah. And I'm looking forward to that line coming out.
Yeah. I like Maureen McCormick's too. I like the flowers, and she does the big flowers.
I got some of hers, and it's just kind of sitting there because I don't know what to do with it.
Oh. I still have my cake pop that I need to put together.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the squares done, but I had to switch from working on it to working on that Christmas star because I was doing that sew along with Kelly's Quilts and Cruises.
Crap. Yeah.
I finally finished the top. Now I just got to get it laid out on my bed so I can take a picture so I can post it.
I saw my cake pop on when they were showing all the quilts that were donated. I had donated some of mine to theirs, and I saw my quilts go through, but my cake pop went through. I said, "Ooh, that one's mine."
Wow.
Marsha. So yeah, and I'm actually working on several tops without patterns. I'm just making things, trying to use up some random fabrics, and I'm not going to quilt them. I'm going to put them aside. And as soon as I hear of a charity or something, then I can always, go ahead and make a sandwich. I'm just going to have the tops ready and the binding.
Christy, I like Lori Holt, but I think her fabric is expensive.
Oh, I love Lori Holt.
Yeah.
I love.
So, Mike, I can give you my address so you can send me some of Marie McCormick's fabric.
I think Fat Quarter Shop probably has some of the better prices with Lori Holt, and I've said it before. And that's because they're friends, and Kimberly Jolly will run those specials on Lori Holt fabric. But just the fat quarters for her lines are like $250.
You lie, Mike. You lie. You just said right up there that you have some of Marsha's fabric.
So, but I'd like to get a little bit more Lori Holt. I just have to make room for some things. I can't hoard the way I've been hoarding. And I love a Kim Deal. When Kim Deal does a thing, love her fabrics. I love that Civil War look. Oh, which reminds me, yesterday when I was watching, my husband was watching The Old Criminal Minds. He's watching the series because he missed it the first time around. And while I was watching they had that episode where they had this episode, all of them is about murder, but the mother made quilts, and she had bins and bins of quilts, and every time they went into a room, they had a different quilt on the bed. I'm like, oh, I want to make that one. That one's a pretty pattern. That one's a pretty pattern. So I find myself looking at quilts when I watch TV shows. It's like, ooh, that looks like a nice quilt. That looks like an old quilt. At this point, you're using what you have, no sew fabrics, no new fabrics. I said I wasn't going to buy any fabric, but I'm just lying to myself. I'm just lying. I'm going to keep my husband and I in debt buying fabric.
Yeah.
I just need to find the right Christmas fabrics to go with a panel that I've got, and then that's really all I need.
Oh, so Mike, did you hear about the Soya's limited Chris? Their what was it? Their little party that they were going to do with 12 people, just 12 people, and it was going to cost like $6,000.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe more. I think they were joking, but they kept saying they were going to do it in St. George's and get all these like Camille Ross Kelly and stuff to show up for a day. I think they were joking, but they said they were going to do a retreat, but the retreat would be with only 12 people, and they were going to invite big stars in the industry, not too love, but big stars in the industry. Yeah,
I can imagine if you were in that room, how they'd snub you.
Yeah, they don't want men. They don't want other guys to take away from them. They are the consummate salespeople, though. You would be
Mike would be sitting there with stars in his eyes when Tiakum comes in.
And the whole time Tiakum would be, well, let me show you this long arm. You got one? Oh, you need another one. And Mike would be, yep, okay, let me just sign for it.
I know you would, Mike. I can imagine how you're looking when you're watching them.
He's so funny. I like watching them. I think Brody can be tough. I think Brody can be really, really rough. And they give Zach such a hard time. And I don't know what Zach is doing. He's got that mustache he's got growing that what kind of mustache do you call it? It comes all the way down and up. Oh my, you're so funny. You're so funny. Yeah, I love Brody, but Tinkham, all he does is talk. Blah 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 blah. Blah. He's having 2 and 3 conversations with himself at one time while Brody's over there trying to sell things. And they were really giving Zach a hard time yesterday. Something about Zach beating up his kids.
The only thing I've been watching is just the quilts that they do once a week. And I try to avoid looking at anything else because they always suck me in.
Well, I only stayed that long because I was waiting to win the $6,000 sewing machine that I did not win, or the $2,000 sewing machine that I did not win, or
Hey,
hi
Andrea.
Andrea, or the food dehydrator, because now one of the prizes is an appliance. So I didn't even win the food dehydrator. I didn't win anything. Just gave them more money.
Yeah, I never win, and that's the reason that I quit. I quit getting sucked into the raffles because I never win on those, and it's like I can't do it. I was spending hundreds of dollars and ending up with fabric out the wazoo, and I mean I've got fabric I have nowhere to put right now unless I buy more containers.
Well, I did Mona's trick. I ended up putting containers under my bed. And now I don't know what I have under on my bed. You haven't bought since Pattern Gate? I'm just a sucker. I just keep saying that I'm not going to purchase, but I'm just a sucker. I see, and I know there's a couple lines because when when Laura Ingalls line comes up, I'm going to buy Laura Ingalls, and then there is Lori Holt that I want to buy. And when I buy Lori Holt's, I don't get the fat quarters; I get the half yard cuts of each one. So I want the Lori Holt line. Yep, got to sew faster to use that fabric, Michelle.
Yeah.
But I sew more in the winter anyway, all the way until summer. Summertime, this room gets a little hot for about 2 hours a day. I saw the Juicy Juice line, and that was really, really pretty. I think they had some yesterday. It was really pretty. I haven't seen that one, Christy. You bought your first Tula the other week, Joyce? I have some Tula and I have some other ones. You want it so bad. Mike, there is room on the shelf because you lost your fairy frost to Donna. You have room on the shelf. As long as there's room on the shelf, you can fill it with fabric. I give you permission to buy some fabric. Just tell Mike there's a sale. Yeah, that Juicy Juice line looked really, really pretty. And I like some bright colors.
The Missouri Star quilt daily deal was pretty today. The layer cake.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'm being good.
The shadow play one?
I think so, where it was like all the really pretty colors.
Yeah, I think it's shadow play.
I just looked and said, yeah, that's pretty.
I looked at it. I
click.
went through the whole email and everything, and then I'm like, I have to delete this.
Yeah, I always go and I look, and then I see what else they may have on sale, and like that one that they had. Oh my God, it was the blue, and it was like the shiny stuff. I actually put it in my cart, and then I closed it out.
Yep, I do that all the time.
And I said,
put it in my cart, and then I don't go back.
I said, if I can't get it out of my mind, because I immediately fell in love, then I would go back and buy it. But I didn't go back and buy it, so I was like, oh, phew. Hey, Joy.
Don't you get those emails that says you left something in your cart?
Oh yeah, I get them all the time.
I didn't look at that.
I look at it and say, yeah, I did.
I'm such a sucker. Now I do need to buy some background fabric. I need to get, because I can get a boat of background fabric, and especially if you use white, you can only get 2 quilts out of, most of the time, to maybe 2.5, depending on how big it is. But you use 6 or 7 yards of background fabric every time you make a big quilt.
I know. I thought about that, Rob. I thought about that really hard, but then it's like, nope, I don't have the money.
That stained glass quilt that Rob is working on is really pretty.
It's just really pretty. I was teasing him yesterday and told him if he decided he didn't want it, he could just send it to me.
And then I get those too, because I bought these templates from them. I bought the Christmas tree and I bought the snowflake, and they sent me an email saying, you know, these are on sale. And I'm like, I bought them on sale.
Yeah, I wished I had bought those. I would have loved to have had the whole set, but at the same time, I'm thinking, how often am I actually going to use them? And I've got the little gingerbread man, and that's all I really wanted.
Well, that's why I bought these two, because I figured these are the two out of all of them that I would use the most.
I just decided I'm going to be good and I'll look, but, you know, until we get over the hump with me having to have used the credit card to get the car fixed, and then me having gone on vacation the week before that, and then, you know, my husband was out of work for a week so he could take care of the dogs and cats and stuff for me. So there was no income that week as far as into the joint account. So it's like, yeah, it's a little rough right now. Morning, Jane.
I saw that, Joyce, and I was so jealous. Joyce won the whole set over there on Andrea, Arkansas Gal.
Did she?
Channel, yeah.
I don't win anything. Rob, you want Anna Green Gables? That's a pretty collection too.
Yes, I want that too.
That's a real pretty collection.
Hey, Judy.
Hey, Judy. That's a real pretty collection.
Yeah, I love the colors in that collection.
I have Pride and Prejudice. I have 2 layer cakes of Pride and Prejudice that I'm holding for my daughter. I'm going to make something with it. I just haven't decided what I'm going to make for her, because she loves Pride and Prejudice.
Well, it's like I had bought all those charm packs and I had 3 that were the like the rainbow colors. And then I had other ones from different ones, and I tend to buy them 2 at a time. I had no clue what I was going to do with them. It was just one of those impulse purchases on, you know, Missouri Star. It's like, oh, we'll get 2 of these. Oh, we'll get 3 of these, you know? And then here comes the Charm Pack Krispies thing with Donna. And it was like, Perfect. I've got stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I have some charm packs. I don't buy charm packs very often. Most of the times, because if I buy a charm pack, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them. I love that Moda Love quilt that uses the charm packs.
Yeah, now I had bought 2 packs of solid black,
Mhm.
but I bought those with a purpose because I want to do one of those canning jar quilts.
You won primitive gatherings too? See, I never win anything. It just doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So there's a couple of lines that I want to get, and I want to either get the fat quarter bundles with some backgrounds or and that we're talking some money. I mean, depending on how big those lines are.
Yes, they do, Rob. I've been looking at it. I have charm squares with the bubble up.
Staring at me.
Hmm. Hmm. Rob is just he wants everybody to buy some fabric. Yeah, y'all just go out and buy some fabric. In fact, while you're listening to us, just open another tab on your window and go ahead and shop. We will encourage you to spend your money.
They still have that minky that we liked, the cuddle with the shimmer in it. It's still on sale for $8 something. Just so you'll know.
Yeah, Melissa, I agree with you. I like a minimum of 2, but 3. And if I'm going to get 4, I may as well just get a layer cake because I have a little bit more options in cutting.
Mike, did you get that kit?
Go ahead. We're waiting.
Missouri Star, Melissa. It's then under the cuddle, and it was black with like the shiny speckles in it. It is gorgeous.
He Rob's coming to steal it. I'm buying that kit, Jeff. Buy it. And now you have to tell us when the sale has gone through. Not I am buying it. It has to say I have bought. I have purchased.
Morning, Linda.
Good morning. So funny. Yeah, I think we all have fabric addictions, but I really want to get into bag make. I want to expand. So, and my thing, and I do want to make some dresser girls the next go round. I do want to do some of those because I feel like it would be easier charity gifts or charity donations to make a dresser girl dress. There's no batting and sandwiching and quilting involved. And I probably could make more of those. I need some rainbow solids for a quilt pattern I am writing. It is a Bargello pixel quilt. Wow.
The daily deal on Missouri Star would be perfect for that.
The daily deal today is shadow play, which is all solids.
It would be perfect for that, Andrea.
I don't use solids very much. Do y'all use solids a lot?
It depends.
Not
like
a
I've
lot,
got a bolt of white.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll buy it by the bolt if I can get a good deal. And if I wanted to break out the credit card again, I would have ordered from Missouri Star and gotten some more solid bolts when they were 55. And then if you bought 2, it dropped down to 50.
Go for it, Mike. Go ahead, Mike. Do it. Hit that button. Check out. Just don't add it to your cart. Do a checkout right now. Right now. Yeah. You have a huge, gorgeous penguin Minky kilt. I do not want to sew with Minky. I just don't want all that stuff flying around. Shadow play, shadow play.
Andrea, the Missouri Star Quilt Company Daily Deal would be perfect for the quilt that you're talking about.
Andrea, go up above where you commented right there. I put the link in for it.
Hi, Joy T. We're not on a Zoom. We're on a live, not a Zoom. But Deb is streaming to her channel as well. So, but we can see you. Bye.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to stream alive to my channel from anywhere else. So
I have it open now. Some people
has it open and it comes up with stream to your channel. You just click on it and sign in.
now,
now some people, they do not allow you to stream it. It's
right.
an option. But for the morning one, I just let you stream to your channel, and because I want y'all to build your channels too, and I want to be able to enjoy your content when I can. And I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So there is a link. Now I think my evening ones, when I do the evening ones, very rarely do I have it allow you to stream to your channel, because some people do not have Nightbot, and that's when you get those crazy people in, or they do not have it where it's subscribers only, so then you get all those unwanted people that come in.
Yeah. Leanna gets them all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Donnell. That's so hard. Friday. Yeah. Did he buy the Sally Tomato kit or the Shadow Play?
He bought the kit from Stitch in Heaven.
Oh, okay. I thought, well, go ahead. So you need to get everything that has been suggested, Mike.
Yeah. Shadow Play, Shadow Play, Shadow Play.
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna type it, Rob. Gonna type it. Oh. Oh, we're so bad, Mike. We're just so bad.
He wants that Minky too because it's shiny.
He's got to get some more fairy dust to replace what he had to give to Donna.
Mike needs to, in a couple weeks, he'll be able to start doing these awesome videos, and you'll growing your channel, getting memberships, getting sponsors. You'll never have to work outside of your home again. I can't spend any more money this weekend. I spent too much this weekend. Yeah, I give Deb watch hours. Give Deb watch hours. I'm
fine with people just watching the replay.
Yeah, you can give Deb watch hours. You know how you do your memberships and something, and you have to get on that second tier level, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours or whatever to get on that second tier. Well, it's been at 4,000. You just can't get to the 1,000 subscribers, but then you have to put content out to reach more people to get the
Yeah.
subscribers. And
Yeah.
I just don't have time. So I'm satisfied. And Melissa, the price was sick.
$8.96 a yard for that black minky with the silver sparkles in it.
Donnell, how could you not be subscribed to me? Oh my gosh.
I know,
What?
right, Deb? Rude.
But she is now.
And I'm in her club.
I can never. Donnell, I don't know when Donnell sews because she'll always put those membership links up where the for members only that says,
oh yeah, the Zooms.
The Zooms. And I'm cooking, Donnell. Don't you know? What do you do? Do you just go from work to sewing? No transition, just work from sewing because they'll pop up like at 5 o'clock. Oh, I'm doing a pop-up Zoom and I can't get in there. Can't get in there. Donnell's on block 9 and hoping to get it laid out together today. Michelle,
I just love me, hubby, and you know it.
Mike, I think we could break you. I think if we did like a 12-hour Zoom, we would just use all your money. We could break you, find things for you to buy. Right? I'm such a horrible person. I should be grounded to my sewing room. I should be too. I should. Yeah, Joyce, I think Donnell sews while she works too. I don't really think there's any working going on. Mike, we might take the challenge. How much can we get Mike to spend today? How much can we influence him today? All right, Melissa. I know your YouTube wants your chats to be active. Does it count for your channels when you Zoom or stream? I don't know. So you would probably have to ask Donnell that or Michelle that has a channel. I know that if you stream, you're actually getting more watch hours when you're live because people tend to stay on longer, even if it's on the background. When you split like this, when you allow other people to link their channels to your live, they actually split the hours. So we could have 100 people on here, but then they split those hours between how many channels are streaming. And so that's why a lot of people do not do that because they don't want to split that time. But because it would be nice if the channel grows, but that's not my primary focus, so I don't mind sharing that time. And I want Deb to grow because I'm waiting for Deb to do a weekly live.
Yeah, they've been after me for that, but
yes, I would like.
That would mean I'd have to get dressed every single time. See, that's why I like coming on here on Sunday mornings. I don't have to get dressed. I'm still in my navy.
Liana is very rarely dressed. She's always in her PJs. She's in Puerto Rico in her PJs. She is always in her. The only time she is dressed is when she's sewing away from her house, and even then, she is. I don't get dressed.
Those cute things to wear.
So go and get the cute ones. Make you some cute ones.
That would mean I'd have to spend more money, and I want to save my money for fabric.
So this is what we're gonna do when Michelle does her April series. Her April series, we're just gonna make a whole bunch of apron quilts. I mean aprons, so we can just wear aprons. It will cover up whatever you're wearing.
Oh no, Melanie, I'm so sorry. I pray he gets better.
Oh no, Melanie. I've had kids. I think my granddaughter is staying another week. And oh my gosh, I call my granddaughter, I always call her by my daughter's name because
That's
they're
me, Judy. I don't get dressed unless I have to leave someplace, or if I'm going on a Zoom with Mona, then I get dressed.
No, I get up, I get my shower, and I do all the morning stuff, and I get dressed. I can't stand to stay in my pajamas. Drives me crazy.
I stay in my house clothes, which my house clothes is my pajamas or my long, my something long. I don't want to be in jeans or anything confining. It's too dang hot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if I walk outside, I don't want to melt because I got all this clothes on.
Well, I got on my, what I call my play clothes. It's like shorts and, this is just an old t-shirt that, I used to wear to work till it started getting holes in it. So it goes into the play clothes drawer.
Yeah.
And I wear that during the summer and on weekends.
Yeah, I stay in, unless I'm going someplace. Yeah, I like gowns, but I'm from Hawaii. So in Hawaii, way back in the day, all the women used to wear muumuus.
Muumuus.
And
My grandma wore muumuus.
yeah, but I mean, we used to wear, the actual Hawaiian muumuus, and it's like a nightgown. I mean, because it's cool and everything else, and so it just feels like I'm at home wearing my muumuu.
Well, my grandma was a big woman, so that's why she always wore them. And I'm like, dang, I would love to find some real ones and, that aren't
Mhm.
an arm and a leg and have some just for around the house.
Yeah, but I used to wear muumuus all the time and the short muumuus. When I go to work, it's a fashion show now.
Hey, Zaza.
I do find though the morning, Zaza. I do find that the more that you live in your pajamas or your house dresses or whatever, the harder it is to get dressed to go out. It is really a chore.
I just
Yes, Andrea.
I've just always gotten up and done what I had to do and gotten dressed for the day. I mean, it may not be full makeup and all that because I rarely wear makeup anymore. But,
Mhm.
I at least got to put clothes on because that way, if I have to dash out, if somebody's car breaks down, like my grandson's did one day, or, I got to run to the grocery store and pick something up or whatever, I don't have to go through the whole routine later on in the day. I'm just ready.
I used to be like that when I worked outside the home. And then once
Yeah.
I transitioned into working from the home, I would get up the first couple months. I actually woke up and got ready like I was going to work and putting, my work clothes on, my work outfits. And then slowly I just got away from it. And now, having me dressed in something appropriate where I don't have to hide from the UPS man is is really difficult.
Zaza, a muumuu is a dress and it originated, I guess, in Hawaii, and it's just a long, flowy dress that you could, wear at any time.
And a lot of cultures have it. In Africa, in Africa, in that area, there's a lot of long, flowy dresses. Jamaica, there's a lot of long, flowy dresses. And it's found in the hotter or tropical climates because it just helps
Puerto
with the breeze.
Rico.
it helps with the breeze and just keeping you cool. So there's a lot of cultures that have it. It's just Hawaii, we call them moo-moos, an oversized pullover dress. And I'll tell you what, um, some of the moo-moos are very, very pretty because you can get
Yes.
married in a moo that costs thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
Since every
Judy,
time
I don't have to go out either. My husband does the grocery shopping. I only go out for doctor's appointments. Other than that, I'm in this room. This is
Joyce,
my safe haven.
Joyce says that she doesn't think the delivery people would recognize her in clothes. And now every Saturday I go out. That is my errand day. So my husband and I do all our errands, and then we'll go to, when it's cooler, we'll go to estate sales and stuff, and that's when I get out. Sundays I might run a quick errand if I need something that I forgot at the store for lunch. Like I'm going to run a quick errand with my granddaughter if she ever wakes up. Um, we call them captains now. But moos are really pretty, and they can be very simple to very very elegant. The Queen used to wear moo. There are pictures of the Queen with the moo.
I used to have to wear a uniform for work, and I worked 6 days a week at one point. Well, it
Mm-hmm.
was like 5.5. But anyway, I used to wear uniforms every time. And let me tell you, they were awful. They were made of polyester. They were horrible,
Mhm.
horrible uniforms. So I had stopped in at work on one of my days off that I had taken, and I was in regular clothes. And one of the customers come up to me and he says, Deb, I didn't recognize you with clothes on. And I'm like, oh, don't be saying that too loud because people just turned around and stared at us. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Um, so Zaza, that's a good way to put it. I stay in day jammies because you have day jammies and night jammies, you know. But I stay in day jammies. I like a very comfortable clothes, and I'm not a very big t-shirt wearer. I have t-shirts, but t-shirts tend to be a little confining for me. I don't like it as much. So now you all have to go and you're all gonna have to Google moo but I want you to look at the history of moo because they're just not moo are like Hawaiian quilts that they have a rich history, and you cannot find a good moo like you could, like I could 50 years ago. You just can't find it like that without paying. Well, that's the proper pronunciation is a moo. So that's how I say it.
Yes, Judy, you get it. Because I
Yeah,
don't want to be around people either.
yeah, I didn't like uniforms. Oh, when I worked in the hospital, and because I was non-clinical, and those uniforms that they make those non-clinical people wear, and you have to wear a certain type of blouse that buttons up and stuff, and the pants were always, you had to wear like a size 500 or something just to make it fit straight because it was like uh unisex pants, and so the pants never fit right.
Yeah.
And I had to get the shortest thing, and it felt like I was wearing culottes because everything was so. I didn't like working in the hospital uniform.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No one recognized you in your civvies. Yeah, sometimes it's good. Sometimes that transition is good. Of course, Michelle is working outside of her home, driving them buses, so she's in that pattern of having to get dressed, waking up early, getting her shower and stuff. I'd like to see what Donnell looks like because she worked from home. Donnell, what do you do? Do you just roll out of bed or do you just and go to work? I know people just roll out of bed and go to work, or do you have to prepare for work? Do you have to? Because now I'm on both. Oh no, you're doing a Mona. Mona will have one and then she'll have like a Mona eats ice cream or something. Mona likes ice cream. That's that other channel
Yeah,
that Mona.
that's that other channel.
I have many maxi dresses. Maxi dresses are very nice. I like maxi dresses. It
Yep,
was a
I
big
do too.
it was a big thing. Maxi dresses were a big thing several years ago. You don't see them
You
as
don't
much
see them
now.
much, no.
No, now it's skater dresses, and when you're my size, you don't want a skater dress.
No.
Oh, and jumpers are coming back. Jumpers are coming back in style. Remember when you used to wear a jumper?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I have to pee. I do not want to get totally undressed just to go to the bathroom.
Well, back in the day when I used to wear a jumper, I was a lot thinner, so things just came out more. Now if I had to undress a jumper, I'd have to stuff it all back in like a sausage when
Right?
you're putting it back on. So jumpers are good for very tiny people. Yes, but jumpers are coming back, and the old, what is it? The old style overall dress. Remember the overall dresses where you wore a long sleeve shirt? They're coming back in style.
Now
Yeah.
that I can see.
Yeah.
Because you could still go to the bathroom easy. But I don't, like I say, I don't want to have to get undressed just to go to the bathroom.
They've been back there for a few years. I used to own a jumper and I used to love my jumper, but I was 19 when I wore it. I would
I
not
was
wear
going
it.
to say, I had all that stuff way back when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
I
I
would
wouldn't
not wear them now.
It sounds like you're wearing a cow. What?
Moo moo.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get my daughter to send me what size jeans my granddaughter wears so I can make her some more bell bottoms.
Now I like bell bottoms, and I love the jeans that they're making bell bottoms out with the quilts. The quilt blocks and stuff. I love those. I like those embellishment. But way back in the day, I used to wear hot pants too. You remember the hot pants with the bell
Sweetie,
bottom?
I remember those. I remember
body.
those things.
Yeah.
Skin. I remember those. I had a pair.
So men just do not understand what. Good morning, Mona. Men do not understand what we used to go through way back in the day. But I used to have those bodysuits too, and
Hey, Mona.
I'm just wondering all those snaps and stuff. That's why the women's lines take so long. Whenever you go to, because we're busy snapping things back up and putting
snapping and zipping and buttoning. Took me forever when we had the jeans with the buttons going up.
Oh yeah, but I loved them. Oh,
yeah.
I used to love them. Now I wouldn't, because it would be like pop, pop, pop. All the buttons would be flying off. You sit down and the buttons would be flying off. You wore those, Mono wore those bodysuits.
I did too, but it was back when I was a teenager, so I didn't have to worry about peeing my pants and taking them all off so I could go.
It's just the things we used to do when we were younger, to be in fashion or to look cute or whatever. Um,
I can
yeah,
remember in the 80s, we had to have our jeans so tight that literally you laid on the bed with a fork to pull the zipper up.
yes, yes, yes. And when everybody used to wear those bodysuits with those Daisy Dukes, it's
I
like,
never got into the bodysuits.
huh? The bodysuits with the Daisy Dukes. Oh my gosh. Mm.
Yep.
And my mom would have killed me if my butt cheeks were hanging out.
And you kind of wonder, when you think back, it's like, how did I fit in those things? How did it work? I mean, how did I make it work?
And hip huggers. I had a pair of pink hip huggers.
I would wet seams in my
And
jeans.
they had the really big bottoms of the legs. They really flared out too. They were like this wide.
Yes,
And
halter
they were
tops.
broad.
Are you talking about the tube tops, halter tops, or
No, no,
'cause
no. Hip
no,
hugger.
Joyce is talking about halter tops, and
Oh,
we all wore tube tops and we all walked around just pulling it up all the time.
I say you couldn't hardly move because they would start sliding down.
Mm-hmm.
I never had one of those, but I had one of those half shirts that, hit like just below the bust
crop
line.
top. The crop tops. Yeah, Judy, the elephant pant. But mine were hip huggers and they were pink, and they were the bottoms of them from the knee down. They were like this wide. They just flared out, and I'm like, I can't believe I wore those.
Mona, I had crushed velvet hip huggers too. Oh, yes. And the corduroy hip huggers. Mm.
Yeah, Zaza, you're right, because now it's all for comfort.
Lord, corduroys, you could start a fire with them suckers.
Yes. Wait, they were triangles that tied around the neck. Oh, okay, yeah.
The halter tops, yeah.
Mhm.
I had a bunch of those. I really liked those. Didn't have to sit there and pull them up all the time.
Tube tops or halter tops. Yes, at least we dressed cool back then. We didn't wear pajamas to Walmart. I have not made it to that point where I would ever feel comfortable going to
No,
Walmart or
no,
Kmart with my house clothes on.
no,
I mean,
me neither.
No, my daughter, she'll run to like the dollar store down the road from her house if she needs something real quick and she's got pajama pants on. But I'm like, nope, not this old girl.
I won't. I
No.
wouldn't do it. And my granddaughter won't. She won't live that. And she won't. My granddaughter has to get dressed to go to the store, and she's 10. But I can't wear pajamas out the door.
They get on my bus and they're wearing pajama pants and slippers, and I'm like, did you just roll out of bed and just decide to go to school, or can you not get dressed? Do you not own clothes?
Yep.
I mean, I would die of embarrassment to be seen in my pajamas.
Yeah, me too.
Salsa Rob, I think I get complaints from the neighbors, never mind the kids.
Yeah, nobody wants to see this, Rob. Trust me.
Yeah, I try to be very conservative when I leave the house. I see some people my age and what they wear out in public, and I know Mona says that whatever makes you happy, but also it shouldn't be things that make other people want to gouge their eyes out. I mean, you go to Walmart and you're like, oh my gosh. And then even
an ounce of self-respect is all it would take.
There was a person once that was in Walmart, and this was pre-COVID because this is when Walmart was open 24/7 in our area. And we used to go to Walmart really early to beat the crowds. And there was somebody in the Walmart, and it was a female who had holy pajamas on and no underwear. And I'm not going to tell you where the holes were.
Oh, gross.
And I just felt I think my husband was embarrassed, but you know, he's a man. So he tried to avert his eyes, but there were other people staring at him and I mean, yeah, I don't know if she didn't realize that there was like holes or she didn't care or but it was pretty embarrassing to that and the fact that nobody approached her from the store and say that she had to leave, that she was inappropriately dressed, that they still allowed her to shop. Um, yeah, the on the Instagram page, just some of the things they wear, and it's slowly coming out of Walmart because you can see it in other grocery stores and stuff. It's like, yeah, there's just some things that you need to keep hidden.
I think it's a mental disorder that has affected so many people that they just
Yes,
don't
Joyce.
care anymore.
Mhm. Well, I don't know if it's they don't care. I think just perception in society has changed. We grew up a little bit different. And so if
We
you're
grew
in
up a lot different.
so if you're in your society and all your peers this is acceptable, then you're not doing anything different than what's acceptable. I mean, it's kind of like back in the 60s and 70s, some of the things we used to wear and get into it was part of society. And our parents complained about our clothes being too tight or too revealing or, and because they were button up shirt people and trousers, and the women had their hair done, so
Mike's always taking pictures of them at Walmart.
Now, I mean, honestly, I'm lucky to go twice a year and get my hair cut because I'm lazy and I could care less because
oh,
with it always bounces up because of the curl. So, nobody can tell if it's cut or not.
Donnell, I rarely go in the front yard with my pajamas on because you never know who's going to drop by. Somebody will ride by and say, did you see Lisa? Man, she's really gone downhill. Nobody knows what's
I'm
wrong.
on a dead end road and there's constantly traffic up and down. I wouldn't even go outside in my nightgown and robe. It's like, nope.
Uh-uh.
So
No, speedway out in front of my house.
Georgie, it's so funny because we can go if my husband wants to go through the drive-through and he'll say, "Oh, you don't have to get dressed. You don't have to get dressed. Nobody's going to see you. We're just going to go through the drive-through or whatever." And I'm thinking, but what happens if we get in an accident? What happens if I have to get outside of the car? What
Yeah,
happens? Just all these people will see me. It's going to take me 30 minutes to get ready to go through the drive-through.
And it's like when we were little, it's like your mother would say, don't
Buy
leave the house without clean underwear on. Well, guess what's going to happen if you're in a really bad accident? You're going to poop your pants.
Yes.
Who's going to care if your underwear's clean or not?
Yeah, I just can't. I think it's just the generation we were raised in.
Bye,
You know,
Annette.
because people will show up to work. You see some people showing up to work with pajama pants on at the dollar stores and stuff.
yeah.
I mean, even the
So,
teachers, some of the stuff that the teachers wear to school, it's like, do you not care how you look when you come to teach these kids?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot different.
I mean, I don't expect you to be, in a three-piece suit with a bow tie, but at least dress appropriately.
But that's understandable. And it was in the middle of the night, Mona, and in the middle of the night, a lot of people will put a house robe on because they were in their pajamas. People expect them to be sleeping or down for the night. Hey, is Donna going live at 9 tonight this morning? Did we get a I don't have my phone in front of me. Oh, it was daytime? Well, at least you put a robe on to cover up. But is Donna going live? Because it's already
Yes.
8:30.
I didn't get a notification.
I didn't get one either. I'm looking at my phone. I was playing with my phone, and the setup, so my phone is actually hooked up.
I never get notifications anymore. And I mean, I've done all the things and I still don't get them, but she's supposed to be going live at
Okay.
20 minutes.
Your grandma used to say, always put your lipstick on at bedtime in case there's a fire. You never know. You never know. But maybe grandma
I
might,
end up with lipstick way up here the way I toss and turn.
grandma might have just been preparing for the fireman. You know?
Yeah. Hey, I did finish that Christmas star.
Oh, when accidents or unconscious patients would come in, they would get so mad afterwards. You know, if I was in a bad accident and you had to cut my clothes, I wouldn't be upset. I would be thanking you for saving my life. So,
Right. When I lost my fingers, they had to, cut my shirt and bra and everything off. And I'm like, you know what? I'll sew the bra back together if I have to.
Yep. That's pretty.
That
It's
is
that
gorgeous.
Christmas star.
That is gorgeous.
That is really, really pretty. That came out really, really nice. And that's the one you're doing with Kelly, right?
Yeah, but I finished mine. She's still working on hers. I finished the top.
That's really pretty.
So I got that all done. Now I gotta sandwich it and quilt it. And actually, it'll go on. I'll fold it up and put it in my pile.
It looks really good. It looks really good. I think I'm going to sit with my granddaughter, let her stay in here today where she wants to. And we're going to go through my fabric and I'm going to separate piles to use up some of my scraps and make some blocks and stuff and have these charity quilt tops ready to go. That's my plan because I'm not planning on any patterns or anything for the rest of the month of work. It's just been too crazy. But I do have to run to the store because I forgot to get her shoes. And I had promised to get her shoes. And we forgot the shoes yesterday. So now I gotta go get her shoes. I can't fit in my little leather jacket. Anyway, so it is almost 8:45. Donna will be coming on in 15 minutes, and I want you to be able to go to the bathroom or get you some more coffee or do whatever you need to do. Bye, Mike. And
Zaza, believe it or not, I actually saw a man one time on a motorcycle and he had a peg leg, like one of those metallic ones, and it just sat straight out. So
yeah,
done.
I need to dress my granddaughter's feet. But I'm gonna end this. Remember, if you're doing the ugly fat quarter challenge, that you have until the 25th to send it to me. We are doing, if you want to learn how to free motion quilt or you just want to hang out, we're going to be doing a Zoom. You have to email me for that Zoom link it's next Sunday. And then Deb is going to be starting I'm not to make the gag series, and Michelle is going to be doing an apron series. So I'll be wearing apron shortly, and that's going to be fun. And if I keep saying it long enough, Deb will do it. Deb We'll do it. We know Michelle is actually doing it, but if I say it often enough, Deb is actually going to have a sew along on a purse along. What do you call it? A bag along? What are we going to call it?
Be a bag lady like me.
Deb is going to have a bag along, and for all of us who do not make bags, have always wanted to make a bag, we are going to sew with her. Right, Deb? It's coming. It's coming. You got that kit. It's coming.
Andrea, I said the same thing. I told her that I don't have any ugly fat quarters, but I did find this. And it's little dogs all over the place, and they got an ear sticking up the wrong way. And I'm like, I don't use that in a quilt or nothing. So I made this little basket. I'm making a chicken out of it.
But the thing is, if you sew at Soya, if you buy from Soya, you will always receive something that you say, "Ooh, what is this?" Because it's outside of what you would normally purchase.
But I don't buy from Soya.
Well, we do, so hush.
Yeah. Giant turkeys. Mike wants to know what time for the free motion.
It is going to be next week, Sunday, I think at 1:00 Eastern time, but I'm going to put it in my community page, probably not till tomorrow for everything, or I may make a short video going over the times with the information in the description as well. But, so I am really going to go. I have to learn to do like Mona and just say bye in the video. So y'all, bye, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you for being with us, and look for information on everything coming on. Bye. Bye. Bye.